Nominations close soon for the local body elections, and it's a busy time for the officials, especially those at the helm. Dunedin Returning Officer Pam Jordan has one of the busiest jobs, and she joins me now. Good evening, Pam.
Good evening.
Just for a wee bit of background, tell us how long you've been in this role.
I've been electoral officer for, this is my fourth election, and I was deputy for, I think it was 3 prior to that. So I've been involved in elections for over 20 years.
Wow. What's changed in that time?
Well, back in the 80s, of course, local body elections were run much like national elections, where there were polling booths all over the community in schools and halls and things like that. When 1989 amalgamation came around, it changed to postal vote, and all local authorities now conduct postal votes. And also during that time we've changed from having a whole heap of people in the town hall on Saturday of election day counting votes, right to contracting out our vote counting and processing to a contractor, and the majority of local authorities do that now as well.
What's involved in coordinating an election?
Oh, well, there's quite a lot to do in terms of, you know, getting everything ready for nominations, preparing information for candidates, nomination forms and things like that. During the nomination period at the moment, we have all our governance support team involved, and when nominations pick up, as they have done in the last couple of days, it's sort of all hands on deck and everyone pitches in to help on that. But also, I mean, we're not the only team that gets involved. Our marketing and communications team gets involved in advertising and you know, sort of promotion of the election. We have our customer services agency who deal with lots of public inquiries and candidates inquiries and things like that, and of course our planners deal with candidate signage inquiries and things like that as well. So there's a lot of involvement across the organisation.
And a lot going on. How different is it this year without the SDHB election?
Well, obviously we've got fewer candidates to deal with, and once the election comes around, people won't have that issue on their voting papers to vote for.
Now, there was a bit of an article in the ODT today about the low numbers thus far of nominations for some posts. Have you had a bit of a flurry today in response? Yes.
That could be said to be the case. It was very slow for the first 3 weeks, and I think it was the same across Otago. But yes, yesterday and today we've certainly had more candidates in, and we're expecting more between now and Friday at noon.
Yeah. What effect do the regulations have on how candidates conduct themselves?
Well, there's a lot of things that candidates actually have to bear in mind, from who can nominate them to their advertising requirements and signage and things like that. They have to keep track of their electoral expenses and donations and put on a return at the end of it. We provide a candidate handbook with all that information in it, and all candidates are able to, you know, access that and read up on it. And yeah.
Postal vote this year?
It is, yes.
Are there any
it has been since 1989.
Yeah. And that's not likely to change?
No, I shouldn't think so in the immediate future.
Online voting's not going to pop up and be an option for us at some stage, do you think?
Well, there was supposed to be an online voting trial this year that some local authorities had signed up for. However, the government decided not to proceed with it this year in the end.
Oh goodness, make things a lot easier for some of us. And your job potentially a wee bit easier. Dunedin Returning Officer Pam Jordan, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.